If you do good, you do it for yourself.
Mr. Dogood, Part 8. After Mr. Dogood almost turned to leave, Mama Uko insisted, her voice sharp and commanding, "No. I know how to get to the bottom of this. If Yugo stole from you, then the money should be somewhere in this house. She can't possibly be carrying it around with her." She turned to Uko. "Go inside and bring out her bag. Bring it here." Uko immediately rushed into the house and returned with Yugo's bag. Mama Uko wasted no time. She grabbed it and tumbled it upside down on the ground. As Yugo stood there, innocent and wide-eyed, a bundle of money slipped out of the bag and landed on the red earth floor. The entire compound froze. Yugo stared at the bundle in shock. "Why, how did this get in my bag? What is this money doing here? I didn't put it here. I haven't even seen this before. Who did this?" Mama Yuka's face twisted with fury. "Thief! You! This girl! You don't want to change. Oh, why, Yugo? Why?" she shouted, shaking the money in her wrapper. Mr. Dogood, disappointed and still confused, stood watching, short of words. For a moment he seemed lost, then turned to leave the compound. "Mr. Dogood, hold on," Uko called. He paused and replied calmly, "Please, give the money to Yugo. Let her use it to buy whatever she needs. Hopefully, it solves her needs." With that, he left. As soon as he was gone, Mama Uko carefully took the money and tucked it into her wrapper, a satisfied smile on her face. She and Uko walked back into the house. When Mr. Dogood returned home, his uncle arrived shortly after, as though he already sensed something was wrong. "My son, you look troubled." "What's the matter?" his uncle asked. "Uncle. Yugo, she stole from me. I didn't expect it from her. I thought she was the one for me. I even planned to send for you this evening to tell you about my decision before this happened," Mr. Dogood explained, frustration and sadness in his voice. His uncle quickly added, I told you she isn't who she appears to be. Thank goodness you've seen it for yourself. That's more reason why you should consider Uka as your wife. She's clearly the best choice." After their conversation, his uncle left. A few minutes later, Uka returned, pretending to pick up her things. "I came to carry my stuff and return home to my parents. After what my sister, Yugo, did here, I feel sad and ashamed. Please forgive her," she said softly. She quickly went inside to gather her belongings and was about to leave when Mr. Dogood suddenly called out. "Will you be my wife? I want to marry you," he asked. Surprised but satisfied, she smiled and pretended to ask, "Why do you choose to marry me? Is it because I moved you or because I am your best choice?" "Oh no, Mr. Dogood," he replied earnestly. "I want to marry you because I like you. I believe you love me too, and I know we will make a good couple." Uka then said firmly, "If that's the case, bring your people to my house to properly ask for my hand in marriage. I will be waiting," and she left. Mr. Dogood felt a sense of relief in her answer, but a part of him remained uncertain. What if I am wrong? What if she doesn't truly love me? What would be my fate? Uka hurriedly returned home, her excitement barely contained. She ran into her mother's room inside the hut. "Mama! Mama!" she called out. "It worked. He proposed. He said I shall be his wife. He will be coming in 3 days to ask for my hand properly." Mama Uko, overjoyed, quickly took out money, the same money they had stolen and lied about earlier, and handed it to Uka. "You will use this money to go to the market tomorrow. Buy anything you need, quality things, beautiful ones. Buy them for yourself. Prepare, because we are about to become rich," she said, her eyes glinting with anticipation. To be continued.
If you do good, you do it for yourself.
Mr. Do Good Part 9. The morning after his proposal, Uka returned to her mother's hut, her eyes sparkling with excitement. Mama Uka and her household rejoiced, whispering gleefully about the riches soon to come. Plans had worked perfectly, and their dreams were finally within reach. Meanwhile, Mr. Do Good met with his uncle and a few elders to discuss formally requesting Uka's hand in marriage. The news spread across Membi like wildfire. Young maidens who had long admired him were filled with jealousy and frustration. Finally, he's picking a wife after turning us all down, some whispered. Of course, it had to be Uka, another said. She's finally the one he wants. Back at his compound, Mr. Do Good prepared for the wedding. Mothers, youths, and elders who had witnessed his good deeds over the years came forward to help. Some cut grass behind his hut, others fetched water to fill pots, and women cooked meals for the big day. The sight of the villagers bustling around him filled Mr. Do Good with a quiet happiness, though deep inside, a strange unease lingered. Even on his big day, he could not shake the feeling that something was missing. Soon enough, they arrived at Uka's house. Mama Uka and her husband's kinsman welcomed them warmly, seating the elders and Mr. Do Good in honor. Yugu, as always, was tasked with serving them. When she stepped out and saw Mr. Do Good, her face fell. Sadness clouded her expression, and Mr. Do Good felt a pound in his chest. Something deep inside whispered that it should have been Yugu by his side, yet fate had already decided otherwise. The bride price was paid, and every tradition completed. When the elders asked Mr. Do Good to kiss his bride and seal the union, he leaned toward Uka. As their lips met, thunder roared across the sky. The heavens darkened abruptly, the wind howled, and even the villagers cheered, thinking it a blessing. But the omen was far from joyful, doom lurked quietly beneath the celebration. Once the ceremony concluded, Uka prepared to move to Mr. Do Good's compound with her belongings. But he stopped her. "There's no need to carry anything," he said calmly. "Everything you will need as my wife, all your life, I will provide. Just come home." The crowd whispered among themselves, impressed by his generosity. If he can do all this for the village, imagine what his wife will have, one woman murmured. "She is truly lucky," another added. The villagers, Mr. Do Good, and Uka danced together through the village, singing and rejoicing. Behind them, Yugu followed quietly, tears streaming down her face. Mama Uka had sent her to accompany her sister to Mr. Do Good's house, continuing a lifelong role of servitude. As they approached Mr. Do Good's compound, the sky darkened once again, thunder striking harder than before. Smoke like mist filled the air. Everyone froze as the goddess of wealth manifested before Mr. Do Good, visible only to him. She pointed an accusing finger at him, her eyes blazing with fury. Without a word, she vanished, and consciousness returned to the villagers. But for Mr. Do Good, nothing would ever be the same. He began tearing off his clothes, shouting at the top of his lungs, "I am getting married today. If you do good, you do for yourself. If you do bad, you do for yourself." At first, the villagers thought he was overjoyed, but it quickly became apparent he had lost control. The youths tried to restrain him, but his strength was unmatched. He broke free, running madly through the village, raving and shouting, his mind consumed by the vision of the goddess and the weight of his destiny. The villagers could only watch in horror as Mr. Do Good disappeared into the distance, his joyous wedding now shadowed by the curse of his blessing. To be continued.